Innovation doesn't necessarily center around some bright new concept. It can be found in exploring a known idea or a known quantity and just continually refining to make it better. At NextRadio, we're working to elevate that broadcast radio experience.
Finding a way to make traditional radio engaging, interesting.
When I'm on other music apps, I'm able to search for what it is that I want to hear pretty easily. That hasn't existed for AM, FM radio until now. So we're able to quantify what those stations are, what type of content that they play, what's on air right now, and provide those different decision points to listeners so they can actually tune into what it is that they want to hear. We're able to now translate that further into the car and making it much easier to find the stations and the content that listeners love, making it safer to do so in the process.
The car dashboard is obviously where a lot of people do their radio listening. If we can, fill the void on the mobile side while also bringing that same kind of experience to the car dash, that's a win-win.
The listeners have a better experience and process with their local stations, but we're also able to now deliver information about that listener and their behavior back up to the broadcasters and the advertisers.
What we determined was that there's a lot of value in having metadata information about what you're listening to, interactive components for advertisements or for DJs, or you can send a message to their Twitter account or something like that while you're listening live. We provide content within the app that lets them engage directly with the station in meaningful ways than just turning on the radio and listening.
With that enhanced experience for users and listeners, we're able to roll that right back up to broadcasters.
NextRadio can fill in the gap in terms of who listened, when they listened, and what did they do after they listened.
What we found is that stations that put in the effort to enhance their content, make sure that the visuals are up to date, accurate, and changing with what listeners are able to hear, listeners are staying around longer. We've seen a lift in that duration of their sessions.
Our ability to supplement the listening experience with some cool visual and interactive content is a great way to solve that problem.
That quantifiable, actionable data, that attribution hasn't existed before. We're still young. What we have delivered has been evolving over time. I believe that we're at the threshold now where that's really going to prove out. So we're excited to see where that goes. Really raising up radio together.